Well, I guess we're live. See who we get in the show since it's unscheduled. A little chilly in here. Might turn on the heater. Well, I guess I could turn on chat. eBay reselling talk. That's the topic. Will we have any? "52 seconds in, nobody home. Oh, somebody's in the house. Who is it? One person. Who could it be? Fee, fi, fo, fum. I spell the blood of an English person." Whatever. I wasn't going to say man or woman because I don't know who it is. Who are you? Announce yourself. Oh, now they're gone. Why is it the beginning of the lives always are kind of quiet? Hello? Who's in the house? Fee, fi, fo, fum. Announce yourself, please. eBay reselling questions and talk. Throw it at me. Hey, Jeff, what's going on? It's just me and you, man. Me and you and a dog named Boo living off the land. How was your thing with Angie? I caught the end of it. I thought you guys didn't go on till 4, and I ended up getting on there and realizing y'all were just finishing. So I guess y'all must have started earlier than normal. Did you change your times? I'm glad somebody's here with me. Lonely. I'm Mr. Lonely. Yeah, I know I'm on Central Time, but Angie's on Central Time. Usually, though, when I see you, it's like 4 o'clock my time, 5 o'clock your time. So I don't know. I got screwed up today. I meant to be on there, and I got on there at the end, but it's all good. By the way, how come I can't see how many subscribers you have? How many subscribers do you have to your channel? Because I can never see that on your stuff. It just says, how many videos you have. Is that a secret? Well, there's Mr. Tulsa, Kittenville Brick. How are you doing, buddy? Alyssa was talking a while ago in my video or watching my video and said, "Hey, you haven't done 2,240. Man, are you rocking? Shoot, you're almost like 10 grand a month." I'm kidding. I know that's not true. Yeah, he had a good Christmas. He's got so much cash that he can't keep it all under his mattress. So, but yeah, I thought Alyssa had said something about I hadn't done a live in a while, and I thought I was sitting there binge watching. Oh my goodness! Now I just went blank. Was it Black Watch or no? And yeah, I listed 25 today there, Jeff. I listed 30 yesterday and 25 today. Mostly video games. I got a JFJ Pro, so I've been cleaning them and listing them, the ones that needed it, and I've already sold a couple of them. So hey, Lori, and no, he didn't pay for my car repairs. But yeah, I'm trying to get back in the listing thing. I kind of took a break last week and didn't list a whole lot, but like I said, I've done 55 in the last 2 days, so it's nothing when you're doing video games, as you know, with DVDs and stuff. Yours are typically sealed, but these aren't sealed games. I have to I do it a certain way though, and not just take a picture of the cover. Like some people with video games, when I look at them online, I see people that just take the front and the back, and I'm like, no. I take them out, present them, take pictures. Yeah, I do like the disc cleaner. I probably wished I had spent what Lonnie did, Shed Flips, and spent the big bucks and got that one that does everything. I'm still learning my way around it because you got to treat each game differently. Wii's, you got to be more gentle and you can't run as long. But I do like it. It is cleaning them. But how good, I don't know yet. I mean, I can't test every game that I clean. I just have to, but I want to get them looking better than they did when I, picked them up, because some of them are scratched pretty bad. So Blacklist, yes, thank you, Lori. I've been binge watching Blacklist. I've never seen it. I'm watching season 1. I think I'm up to number 17's or 16 I just finished. So I got a ways to go, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Espionage. A flatbread scanner. No, I use my cell phone. So how were my sales? They were slow over the weekend, not too great. But Sunday I had 9. So I did about $180 in sales. And what was my profit? 100 and almost 140 in profit for Sunday. So that's 9 sales. I'll take it. And then today I think I got about 6 or so. I'm selling a lot more video games because I'm listing more video games. As you can see behind me here, I got a bunch of video games, and I'm trying to go through the process of going through the Wii's and the Xbox Ones and the PS4s first, and then I'll get into the PS2s and 3s and Xbox 360s. You got to do the research again, figure out what ones are more valuable, and then I just start listing. But I can do, hello, Karen, I can do about 40. I actually wasn't going live. I've been binge watching Blacklist, and Lissa sent a message on my channel and said, hey, you haven't gone live in a while. So I was like, oh, you know what? I guess I better do that and get some hours. So, and I'm about 500, between 500 and 600. So you're more welcome to join me. Uh-oh. Speak of the devil, there's Alyssa. Hey, Swamp Picker. Hello, man. Man, the first couple of minutes was nobody in here with me and Jeff. Y'all gonna run Jeff off. Stay in here, Jeff. You ain't got nothing else to do. Come on. And Jeff got to go see his mother for Christmas. That was awesome. But yeah, Alyssa sent a message on my YouTube thing and said, hey, you haven't gone live in a while. And I thought, well, you can sit here and keep binge watching Blacklist, or you can get up and go do a live and get some hours. So that's what I did. And yeah, I just started it. Karen's son told me about it, and so I started watching it on Netflix. And I'm up to number 17 on season 1. So I'm getting into it, and I'm like, oh man. So I bet it's cold on that porch. The first show of Blacklist. Is there a difference in the first one? He said season 3 is when it goes crazy. And there's Thrifty Nana. Bought a jacket from me today. Angie, you ain't the only one that buys from the cap guy. Thrifty Nana bought a Chicago Bear jacket from me. It'll be in tomorrow's video. It's actually kind of a hoodie jacket, reversible gray on one side and blue on the other. So there you go. That'll be leaving in the morning, headed to Tulsa. And everybody's been commenting, Angie, on that Zelda Link shirt that you bought for Amy. I've had 2 or 3 people say they wanted it. So you might want to put it back up for auction when you get it and sell it for double the money and make some money. I'm kidding. The Bears. Yeah. We'll see how far they go. Kind of like my Cowboys. If they get in the playoffs, they ain't going very far. But they do have a chance next week. Just got to beat the Giants and hope that the Redskins lose to the Eagles, and we're in. And then we'll get bounced by somebody the first week, I'm sure. Oh, your husband's a Bears fan? Okay. Hey, I don't care. I don't care as long as you buy it. I don't care who wears it. So, and then I listed 25 today. I listed 30 yesterday and 25 today, video games. But I also cleaned about 30 video games today. So, yeah, Jeff was on Angie's earlier, and I caught it late. So I got my times messed up, I guess. I was too busy listing and got hung up. But yeah, I'm trying to get back in the swing of listing. You got to get listing if you want to get sales. And I've already sold some of the games I listed today. Wii Sports and Sports Resort. Those are good ones to have. If you got them, get them up. They'll sell quick. Saints, hope they go all the way. The Saints. Well, they're peaking and they're getting, supposedly they're going to get Thomas back. So that'll be a nice thing to have in a playoff run. Kamara's a beast. But I don't know. Kansas City's probably going to be the team to beat in the AFC. And in the NFC, I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up. But New Orleans says I'd say they have the edge. Or Green Bay. If you got to go to Green Bay in the winter, probably ain't got a good thing for you. No, Angie was live with Jeff from eBay Addicts earlier. Yeah, I'm a big Cowboys fan. Of course, I grew up in Texas. Yep, Cowboys fan, Texas Longhorn fan in college football, Oklahoma City Thunder in basketball, and Texas Rangers in baseball. And I don't really follow hockey, but if I did, I'd say Dallas Stars. Yeah, she was on Jeff's channel earlier, and I didn't get to hear but the end of it when she was saying goodbye. So I'm sorry for that. But yeah, I've had some viewer sales here the last couple of days. Nana today and Angie yesterday. So hey, I'll take it. Money's in the bank. After that $850 car repair this weekend, I need all the monies I can get. Or maybe my stimulus check will cover some of that when I get it. Whatever it's going to be. So what's going on in y'all's lives? Have y'all sales picked up some? Those of you that are reselling? Yes, I leave my store on. Doesn't matter. And I ship every day. Doesn't matter whether it's Christmas season or not. I ship every day, including Saturday. And I do leave mine on, and I do have a couple of packages still delayed, but I have not heard from one buyer on any of my delayed packages. And one of them took them almost a month. But I did do one tracing thing on lost package on USPS, and it turned up the very next day. They got it and got it moving. So those do work. Thank you, Johnny Cajun Roots reseller, for that comment about that. And I do have a couple of small items that are still hung up, and I'm gonna give it a day, and then I'll probably do those too. But I have also opened a case on somebody that I bought something from in Florida that shows it's never even been received in Florida. They show received but not confirmed. And I talked to him once about it early, and now I'm like, okay, dude, I'm going to give you 10 days. I'm opening a case because if you think going to show up or even be scanned anywhere, then it's been 2 weeks. It's time. Hey, Journey, welcome to the show. And your son's a Cowboy fan, nephew's a Green Bay fan. Man, yeah, no sales. Wow. Cleveland's seeing. I don't dislike the Browns, but I do not like your quarterback because he's a Sooner, and he's from Lake Travis, which is my hometown, Austin area, my hometown. But he's just too cocky. I don't like Baker Mayfield, especially as a Sooner. All right, Karen, I don't need no comment from you about that. But yeah, I'm not a big Baker Mayfield fan, but I don't dislike the Browns. Only teams I don't care for, I guess if I had to say, would be Seattle. Anybody in the NFC East, the Giants, Redskins, or the Washington football team, or the Eagles, because they're my opponents in the of the Cowboys. Oh, MML's in the house. And MML, you know, when you're not in these chats, these people get upset. Miss Journey and Listen, all them, they're always looking for you. They're like, where's Man Mountain Link? Think Man Mountain Link thinks we don't care about him, but we do, don't we, folks? We enjoy it when you're in here. We love your wit, your warped sense of humor that we grown to love. Snowman that hasn't moved since acceptance on the 18th had 3 sales today. Oh, man, you got some big sales, Lissa. Woo, through $280 earrings, man. Kids still say, yeah, they say sup or what's up. Yeah. See, they're all shouting you out, MML. They love you. They love you. Y'all need to tell MML to be putting out some more videos, and I know he put one out today, but a minute 29 video. We need some video. We need some footage. Give us some humor. You don't have to be doing a sourcing video or a rock video, but do something. Give us some entertainment. You got plenty of a creative mind to do that. The man, the myth, the legend, MML. See, MML. I didn't say it. They did. You're a legend. Legend in your own mind. Get it? Resemble that comment very much. You are loved. Yeah. Thank you, Liz. I agree 100%. There you go, MML. I'm not the only one. Not the only one. You're my friend, whether you put out a video or not. I just always get a chuckle out of the stuff that you put out. So when you put it out, I watch it. Because you just never know what you're going to get. And that's what makes it fun, right? So we know about Lissa's sales. How about Angie's? How about your sales? How about Nana said none? Who else in here's got sales? Jeff, is your sales doing all right? I mean, I think now they'll start picking up a little bit. They should. I know that everybody thinks January is going to be dead, but it ain't dead for me usually. Again, it's all about diversity, and I mean, I'm not selling big ticket items, but I'm selling items, and I guess that's all that matters. Tulsa to Collinsville, guy, you could have drove that over there, Nana. And one time he fixed a radio or a headlight or something on his truck, and I watched that one. So only 6 today. I don't know if I might have about 6 today. I had 9 yesterday, and I mean, I do a video every day, so you kind of know what I have. What did I have today? I've got 5 to ship right now, and I think I shipped earlier this morning. Yeah, I'm waiting on payment on 1, and then I got another one. So I got about 6 sales, 7 sales, but 1 I'm waiting payment on, and he won't be back to the 4th of January, and he wants to buy more stuff. And I said, that's fine by me. At least you're telling me what you're doing, but eBay's not going to like it. After a couple of days, they're going to send you a notification on non-payment, and it's not coming from me, buddy. I'm just telling you now, so you don't get mad at me. Yeah, you're right, Journey. That's true, and I think that too. Depends on if they get 600 or 2,000. Some people got to use the stimulus money to actually live, and some will use it to, their gift cards and stuff. Yeah, people got cash, and I mean, some of the stuff I'm selling isn't stuff that's needed. It's just wants. I don't think it's a need situation. So, people still have money. It's not like everybody's broke. That's true. That's true, Lissa. They will. See, MML? Guess I could be popping up y'all's comments. See? There you go, MML. Pinky in the brain as a child. Your stimulus will go to taxes. SOB. So obnoxious. So obnoxious. Bull taxes. Okay, I got it now. Trying to be nice. Well, there you go. Bargains with Love, a new subscriber, y'all. Y'all need to check them out. I guess I got some questions for Bargains with Love. You and your husband, y'all buy boxes on a website and then you open them up. Do you do any other thrifting besides that, or do you just do the boxes? Because I've only caught one of your videos. And thanks for subscribing, by the way. And I subscribe to your channel as well. But you weren't a child. Oh, that's funny. I've never seen Pinky in the Brain, so there. Now, my kids watched Ren and Stimpy. And in my day, cartoons were actually clean. They were stuff like, I saw the putty tat. And I'm not a chicken hawk. Boy, you're not a chicken hawk. And then the Coyote chasing the Red Roadrunner and Heckle and Jekyll and all the good cartoons. Tom and Jerry. Those were the cartoons when I was a kid. Nothing crude or mean or bad or gross. They just blew up. So I guess I heard, Jeff, you're still in here? Are you doing you're going to be doing podcasts, I heard, first of the year? Yeah, but the violence you did, it's like the old Westerns, Journey. You didn't see the violence. You just saw somebody get shot and they went down in a Western, or the Roadrunner chased after and a rock fell on him, or the Coyote, I mean. But it wasn't like blood violence. Nowadays, you got to see blood. Putty tats, chicken hawks, and coyotes. Well, that's because y'all are drinking hard liquor. Speedy Gonzales, Underdog. We could name cartoons all day. Just. Oh, there's a word, guys. We got to figure out what he means by just. 2 S's. The only viewer of mine that sits on a porch watching the live in cold weather that I know of. I listed. I had one CD. It was a Zelda orchestra CD that I had in a bunch of games, and the rest were video games. I don't list a lot of music CDs. They just don't sell that well unless you find some rare stuff or stuff that's valuable. So video games, I took out my JFJ Pro, or it's actually out, and I cleaned a bunch of disc only games. And then I found the Wii Sports and Sports Resorts and things like that, and those are valuable. And so I listed them. So I cleaned about 30, and then I listed 25. Just woods and cats. So let's see. Let me read this again. I don't have any liquor. Haven't had that stuff in years. Just woods and cats. So she's swinging woods in her house at her cats. Did you get that, MML? She's playing golf in the house with cats, and the cats are the ball, I guess, because she's swinging the woods. Oh, okay. I've never seen Pinky and the Brain. I guess now I need to go watch it. Yeah, it don't take long to do video games, Angie. Video games are actually really easy. It's about 4 pictures for me and done. And then, so yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you said woods and cats. The woods comes to mind is you're playing Tiger Woods with the cats, seeing how far you can hit them through the house. I know what you meant. You got lots of trees around you, and there's cats, and you're on the porch. But I did get over my diverticulitis, and now I got a little bit of a cough. I don't know. I guess it's just winter. How many times are we going to say Pinky and the Brain? Oops. So, Man Matt Link, do not invite Lissa to your house, because if she brings woods, you know what she's there for. She's going to be looking for Bob. 4. I'm kidding, Lissa. I'm kidding. You asked for the live. Sports minded guy, you go to sports references. Okay. Well, I am a sports minded guy. Although I don't watch sports as much as I used to when I was younger. I used to just live sports. I don't anymore. Cats don't tee up well. Yeah, it'd be hard to get them on a tee. Don't tee up well. If anything, they'd chase the ball. But a golf ball would break a lot of stuff in your house, especially Linux, if you have it. Don't laugh at Journey encourages the behavior. Because it's old or I'm old, MML. Now you're going to make me look up. You got this. Oh, now I'm going to look up Pinky and the Brain to find out how old it was. Because you guys are making me wondering minds want to know. And I ain't even been reading the Inquirer. Oh, wait a minute. More important things first. Hang on. Oh, the plane to Maui landed 36 minutes ago from Dallas. Dang it. And I wasn't on it. I always look at the plane to Dallas, from Dallas to Maui. Pinky, because I always wish I was there. And the Brain. Oh, that thing came out in 1995? Premiered on Kids. They were on Animaniacs first in 93, and then it became its own show in 95. There you go. My house is full of them, including hips. Well, that comes with age, doesn't it, Lissa? I'm not saying you're old. I'm saying I am. Living the dream. Oh, must be nice. Must be nice to have a nap and be retired, Angie. Cats love golf balls, but they're the heck to step on at night. Oh, yeah, in the dark? Yeah, that wouldn't be fun. Break an ankle for sure. Break an ankle for sure. By the way, I did check my hours right before I went into the live, but I'm between 500 and 600 somewhere to get to 4,000, but I'm still a long way from the subscribers. Shakira says hips don't lie. Listen, by the way, this is what I'm giving away besides the $100. So anybody needs a golf head cover, Kevin gave this thing to me. It is huge. Of course, it's a golf head cover. So I know somebody wants that. No interaction today. My goodness, Lissa. It's only 8:30 here, and I stay up to 1 p.m. or so. You mean 1 a.m.? Yeah, I agree with that. About 45 minutes is about the right spot for that. Pinky in the brain, pinky in the brain. One's a genius, the other's insane. They're pinky in the brain. I think Man Mountain Link has pinky in the brain on the brain. What do y'all think? Yeah, I know what you meant. Yeah, 1 a.m. I'm breathing through a machine. Deep sleep. This morning I actually slept till 8:30 off and on. I mean, I got up throughout the night, but I slept until 8:30, and that's not me. But I was just tired. Binge watching Blacklist. I have played some of the video games on the PS5 and the Xbox X, and I do think the PS5 is a better system. Definitely really good graphics with the new games. My grandsons and family came over Christmas Eve and opened presents, and my grandson that turned 11 2 days ago, he had a hard time giving it up to anybody else. He just loved it. Night owl myself. Man, what did I end up with? A bunch of vampire friends? Oh, wow. I guess you could do that. I mean, I've got three. I've already got two of those in a man. One I bought from Kevin, and that little ornament one I had to buy from somebody else because Kevin was out of them. Thank you, Miss Journey. Me too. Me too. First time I've ever had it, and I don't want it again. So I'm eating more fiber. I'm being good. Not eating a lot of beef right now. And there's the teacher, Johnny. Hey, what's going on? Hey, under the B, 7. Under the B, 7. G, 46. G, 46. Bingo. Thanks, by the way, Johnny. And I don't know about that MML. I haven't tried it. Thanks, Johnny, for the thing on that lost form report on USPS. I did it the other day after you talked about it, and it worked because as soon as I did it, the next day my package started moving. So thank you. We learned from each other. Yeah, it would be some deep sleep. He just turned 9. Did I say 11? Oh, you know what? I was thinking of Strider. Thank you, Karen. I got so many grandkids. Man, hope my daughter ain't listening. She'll be mad at me. Yeah, my mother was a huge bingo junkie. She'd be playing bingo in the bingo hall, and she could tell everybody 6 people down if they were set or not for a bingo. But that smoke just killed me in those places, being a non-smoker. No, it wasn't that fast. It was like it was about a week, but and there was a lot of pain. But hey, it is. Thank you again. Thank you again, Johnny. Is she really? Do they have big prizes at the bingo she goes to? Well, the one my mom used to go to in Texas, they had $500 games. It was like $20, and they had like I think they had like 18 games each night of $500, and sometimes they'd win twice in the same night, and then sometimes they had to split bingos and stuff. Always the only non-blue hair. Is that a reference to politics or old people? But yeah, my mom and them went. But man, the smoke in that place just everybody was smoking. I made some people mad one time. I was sitting there with them playing, and my aunt and my mom, and I said, people were blowing smoke in my face, and I don't smoke. And I said, now I know. I wonder where they said smoking's on the decline, but I know where all the smokers are now. They're all right here in this bingo hall. And that lady called me rude. So, oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Oh, okay. There you go. Well, that means you can't play there, right? If you work there, usually you can't play there. Do they give out moon pies? I love moon pies. Yeah. You know, when I was in boot camp and they had the smoking lamp lit and the guys would light up cigarettes, me and a couple of guys that didn't smoke, we got ahead of everybody shining our boots and stuff, doing all of our other tasks that we had to do because we didn't smoke. So we spent our time being busy while they were out smoking. Yeah, I haven't been in a long time and have no desire to go. Now, I used to go to the casino a lot, and I've won some pretty good money in a casino. One year, probably about 12 years ago, I won about $9,000 in one night on two big jackpots. There's a lot of casinos in Oklahoma. You won it. I didn't know Johnny had a bingo hall, Angie. Cajun Roots Reseller Bingo. Old people in bingo. Oh, okay. All right. Oh, okay. I was wondering what that reference was to moon pies. So 5 p.m. Eastern on Monday, you play bingo on your channel. Is that what I understand? And you give away moon pies. They're not expired moon pies, I hope, Johnny. They're not all crumbled up already. Oh, okay. Five numbers. Okay. All right. All right, Journey. We'll take care. We'll see you about 1 a.m. because you'll still be up. You and Lissa and Angie and whoever, Karen, they're all late night people. Y'all all be out sucking blood, taking blood from people while they're not suspecting you. I'll be on the machine sleeping deeply. And shame. Redheaded. Only redheaded stepchildren have shame there, Lissa. And other prizes. Oh, okay. All right. I like moon pies. Yeah, I actually was married to somebody that had a gambling addiction, so I don't have that in my life anymore. But it's not hard to do, especially if you win. And I didn't play the little stuff. I played the dollar and $5 machines. So I either won big or lost big. And I learned that it's easier to do eBay and make money and get to keep it. Even you don't sell everything. Night Owl's rule. Yeah, what time? What I want to know is what time y'all get up during the day. If they come in before the other numbers come in, you win. And you get a moon pie and he ships it to you. Is that correct? You put your numbers in the chat and write them down. Those will be your numbers for the whole game. Oh, okay. Here, I'm going to have to check that out. How long does this thing run? Night Owl's rule. Okay. Well, ain't nobody going to argue with you in the dark, guys. Nobody at 1 a.m. is going to argue with you. Yeah, my mom would still be playing if she could see, but my mom has degenerative eye disease and she can't see anymore. But she loved bingo. And she could play 32 cards at one time. I'm not kidding. That woman could go through them bingo cards. Oh, okay. Well, I go to bed about 11 and get up at like 7 normally or 6:30. But today I slept till 8:30. I slept in. Oh, a whole box. Okay, I got you. Oh, okay. Well, hey, it's not just like one moon pie. Okay. Well, I guess I'm going to be playing moon pie bingo, but I already missed it this week, didn't I? Yeah, I agree with you, MML. That's true. And I was about to say that I've got an inventory room of stuff that hasn't sold. It eventually will sell, but yeah, it is a gamble. But it's not. I mean, I could still get rid of it at a yard sale or whatever. It's not like giving $500 in an hour to a casino that you're not getting back. Well, there you go. 10 a.m. Half your day is gone, Nana. When I first retired, I was sleeping till 11, 12, and then I realized you're going to sleep your life away. So now I go to bed at about 11 and get up at 7 o'clock by the latest, usually, and got to get up and make a video to entertain the group. And I just feel like I'm wasting the day if I sleep in too much. I get to sleep plenty when I'm gone. I don't know. Do ashes sleep though? Because I'm being cremated. They ain't putting me in no ground. I have an aversion to being in the ground, even if I am dead. Alyssa Sawyer Gambler too. I like green bananas. They get ripe eventually. Oh yeah, I saw your 700 sub giveaway. Congrats, Johnny, on that. By the way, I'm at like 558, I think, but I'm about 500 and something hours, between 500 and 600 hours from 4,000. So I'll probably hit that long before I hit the other. No, Angie's not retired. She has a day job, an accounting job. I think Karen. I know Karen still works. I don't know who else still works. I mean, a job outside of eBay or reselling. I'm retired UPS. Most of y'all know that by now. But yeah, I know Karen and Angie. I think they still have what we call jobs. There you go. There you go. Cremated, Lord at the grease fire. Hey, when I'm gone, I ain't gonna feel none of it anyway. That way you can take my ashes and spread them all over the place, not just one place. I could even be buried at sea if I wanted to, but nah, I'm not doing that. Wow, 8,550. You can give me about 500 hours and I'll be good. I'm kidding. How long you been doing a channel, Johnny? Okay, I might have to check it out. I'll check it out here tonight. Yeah, it is. He could give us some, couldn't he, Angie? Oh, okay. Sorry about that. 1 year and 1 month. Wow. I've been doing mine for 9 or 10 months. And I've only got 558 subs and 35 to 3,600 hours somewhere in there. So it does take a while, that's for sure. I got frustrated a bunch of times on it. You have to have 4,000 hours and 1,000 subscribers to be monetized, Lissa. But people keep saying it's going to change in 2021, that you may have to have 8,000 hours to be monetized. I don't know if that's true or not. And then I've also heard that they're going to need, or they're going to do commercials on your videos, whether you're at 1,000 or not. Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. Heck, I make a video every day. I guess I need to do lives more, but it's all about time. Yeah, we had talked about that with somebody else, didn't we, Angie? But I guess that fell through. We can still do it if you want to do it together, or I could do the same thing. We all kind of know a little bit of different things about different things, so we all kind of can learn from each other. I was going to do one. I thought about doing one today on how I list video games, but it's not brain surgery. It's not that hard. It's just you want to have more detail than the person that's selling next to you. So if somebody's selling the same game, if I can make mine a little more professional and more detailed, I think I'll get the sale over the other person. And of course, feedback has to do with that too. So it's a hard process, Nana. It really is. Like I said, I've thought many times about giving it up. Yeah, it's total. That's why we say let our videos run. If you're not doing anything, let our videos run, help us get hours. But I think there also is a time limit, and that somebody can correct me if they know better than I do. But after so much time, like a year, they some of your stuff goes away because it's cycling. So it really needs to be consistent. Although the views on my channel have definitely increased in the last 2 or 3 weeks, I'm getting over 100 views on my videos, where I was down to like 50 and 60 views on videos. And since I've gained some more subscribers, I'm definitely getting 100 views or more a day, which is I'm happy with, because um, whatever day works best for you. I'm retired, Angie, and it's just if I get 14 half, 2.5. Yeah, okay, and that's a good thing to do. I've done it on ball caps and things like that on specific items. Um, yeah, but I didn't have a lot 365 days ago, so it won't be a lot of stuff dropping off for me, because in the beginning I don't think I started until like February of last year. So got to get the hours and the subs before then. I'll tell you, in my opinion, and anybody wants to jump in here, jump in here. But for me on sales, you've got to constantly tweak your items. That means your prices on older stuff. You need to be running the sales. You need to be running the offers, sending offers every time. I look at my phone constantly, and then when I see a new item go up that somebody's watching, I send an offer. If it's something that I can make a decent amount of money on and my cost of goods are low, and you also need to have a huge diversity, Nana, of things in your store or on your eBay site, so that if something else ain't selling right now, that stuff sells. And if you look, when you see my videos daily, you see the diversity in the items I sell. It isn't just one particular item. It's a bunch of different stuff, not just ball caps and T-shirts and video games and toys. And it's all over the place, because there's a lot of different things you could be selling. Yeah, I know. I know. Thank you. I appreciate that. Careful of the vivid dream. Yeah, I believe that you got to constantly be adjusting your store. In my case, I have a premium, but if you don't have a store, you got to constantly be tweaking your items. And I always start my items a little on the high side, so I have some room to come down. So when I see a watcher and it's a $30 hat, and I give them a $28.50 offer, and if it don't sell, in another week or two, then I drop it to $27. I mean, if I got $2 in it, I'm going to keep tweaking it until somebody buys it. So you got to always work it. And I have over 3,500 listings, so always trying to tweak it. And I need to run some more sales, and those take time too. But you got to list all the time. You got to run sales all the time. You got to watch your stuff and tweak it constantly. Yeah, and I mean, in some of my stuff, I got jeans as low as $10.50. That I paid maybe $5 for. I'm just wanting to get my money back and make a few dollars and get them out of here. And some of that inventory I don't want to ever see again, and I won't pick it up again. But I got to get it out of here, and I don't like taking losses on anything. So, yeah, for your eBay store, you're talking about, Johnny? Yeah, I use mine when it first comes out because I usually need tape and the 8x6x4 boxes, which is usually what I get from eBay with my money. But yeah, that's a good thing for those of you who hadn't used it. MML actually put out a video today about that and said get it the next 3 days. So I've used mine up. I bought tape, $50 worth of tape of mine. Yeah, yeah. And it's easier said than done, Angie, for me because I have 3,500 items. So I can't take a bunch of stuff down and relist it. That's just a lot. I mean, I'm still trying to list and source and do other things too. So I would rather run sales than end them and restart them. And I do some of that in time too. But when you're managing 3,500 items and I've got probably another 3,000 I could list, that's easier said than done for me. But if it works for you, then more power to you. And I agree with it. I just don't have the time to go through that many items. Yeah, I know what you mean. I mean, I'll sell stuff and make $3, and you know me, man, Mountain Link. I don't like making $3. But listen, you got a lot of big ticket items. I mean, you got a lot of valuable stuff. Oh, Melissa, you better use that coupon, girl. Get your coupon. Got to use that coupon, as Larry the Cable Guy says. No, not Larry. White. Yeah, coupon. Well, how many items you got, Angie? If you got over 400 or 500 items, you should have a store. I'm not an overachiever. I just don't have time to run and relist all my items. And I do have some items that have been in my store for 2 years, but I just tweak them. I tweak them and tweak them and tweak them to the point that there's no profit left in most of them. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I run sales on mine, and I'll run 3 sales at one time of 500 items each. So I am working the old stuff, but I just don't have time to sit and relist a bunch of it or end it and then sell similar and go through the whole process again. Although some of my older pictures could use some tweaking. But again, when you have that many items, it's hard to do it. There you go. Yeah, you don't want to let those supplies go by the wayside. If you do, send them to me. Yeah. And like I said, I usually run about 1,500 items at a time and on sale, usually 10 to 12%, 15%. And the one thing I don't do as much as a lot of other people do, I don't do a lot of promoted listings. I do have a bunch in my store that are, but I don't find that helps me that much. So the new stuff that I have in there, I don't have on promoted. I think if you price it right, it's going to sell. So yeah. Oh, do you really? So you give extra discounts to buying more and more stuff? Yeah, I've only done that once, and man, the shipping got me on that one. Could use some tweaking. You mean twerking, don't you, MML? Twerking, not tweaking. uh, yeah, but I don't get all my stuff for a quarter, Angie. You get some good stuff for a quarter. And I get ball caps and stuff cheap, but I haven't been to the bins in about 6 months, and I'm kind of dying to go. But I really need to clean up these video games before I go traipsing down there and picking up more stuff. Right, right, right. And I don't do the full required or not required suggested promotion. I do a minimum. I don't do much free shipping either, Johnny, and I don't do free returns at all. And I mean, there may be some older stuff that's still out there that has it, but I quit doing free returns, especially on clothing and heavy items. But I don't do much free shipping unless it's just everything else is listed with free shipping. I'll do it under 4 ounces. I have no problem with that, like video games and some of that, but I still try to get shipping on that too. Yeah, I'm just not, I mean, I've tried promoted, but I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't think it's that great. I think it's way over, and that's just giving them more money, more fees when it does sell because it may not, it may because you tweaked it while it was promoted and brought the price down or took an offer, and they're still getting their money. So I mean, it's less money, but I don't agree with promoted. Yeah, and I don't even do 2 or 3%. I usually do like 1% when I do it. Yeah, free shipping is. I mean, I don't. I've tried it both ways, and my personal opinion is free shipping. It depends on what it is. Under 4 ounces, I don't have a real big problem with it, but on bigger ticket items or clothing, free returns, free shipping, I'm not eating that stuff coming back. Especially because I tell you everything in the listing about the clothes, and if you can't do your own measurements and then you want to return it for free, that ain't happening. I'm not Walmart. You're not bringing it back to me like that either. So, yeah, you probably needed a weapon to get them to do that there, MML. 1%er. Yeah, when I do it, it's 1%. I guarantee you. I guarantee you. I guarantee, as Justin Wilson used to say. Yeah. Now prices, the USPS prices have gone back down as of Sunday. Um, so you can make a little on your shipping for those things that you charge, like a 2 pound rate on a flat rate envelope. You'll make some money again. Patch 7. I don't know what that meant. And yeah, I mean, again, none of us know everything, but we've all tried and true, and I think most of us have sold for a while. So um, they will not go down until the 24th. What won't go down, Johnny? I missed that part. Um, the postal rates for USPS have gone back down to Sunday and today, where I was paying, 733 for a padded flat rate, but went back to 694 and after discount, and some of my stuff that was like 309 or 331 went back to 284 on 4 ounces. So the rates have been adjusted, at least where I live. They have. Oh, Yeah, no, mine have gone down. I paid less in the last 2 days than I paid um, during the Christmas holiday. So, yeah, I saw a message on one of the eBay sites for about part-time picker because of that. But I think they're going to talk to, they were going to call eBay for Business, Karen, and talk to them about it because that shouldn't happen. And like I said, luckily, I don't know about anybody else in the room that's reselling, but I haven't had any customers contact me about late shipments. Um, but that's a shame if they do because they're protecting their feedback. Why would they take away their status? Um, yeah, we know you're kidding, MML, because we know where you live. And if y'all need his address, I have it. Kidding, MML. See, and I ship every day, so I don't have 2 day handling. Again, some of my older stuff has 3 day, but I don't follow it. But yeah, mine. I mean, I'm just telling you, my rates have adjusted back. I heard it was going to happen Monday, but it happened Sunday when I printed my labels for Monday shipments. And you can check that, but I'm telling you, I paid 284 on 4 ounce stuff today that was 309 or 331, depending on where it went. And my flat rate padded envelope went from 733 to sit back to 694. So, oh, okay. I think a part of that too is not getting scans at the post office because I do get scans at the post office even on pre-printed stuff because I wasn't taking a chance. Once it's scanned, I'm protected, and I want to see the physical scan. Oh wow, I'm sorry, Lisa. I would call eBay for Business and talk about that. There you go. And I think a big part of that too, Johnny, is if you're getting scans at the post office, physically getting them, even though they're pre-printed labels already, then that shows that they at least got it at this post office you're at. I've got a shipment I'm waiting on for 2 weeks from Florida that he took to the post office and I guess just dropped off, and it shows accepted, but it doesn't show confirmed as received, and it's never left Florida yet, according to that. So after 2 weeks, I finally had to open a case and give him the 10-day grace that eBay's allowing. I'm fine with that, but I had to do something because he's not communicating. You ship quarterly. I had to see your seller status. Yeah, I would. I mean, Kevin and Matt both just need to go to eBay for Business and argue it because if they're waiting, and I don't get a printout, Johnny, I just make sure they scan it. I just make sure they scan it. They ask me, "Do you need a printout?" No, I don't need a printout. I just need you to scan it in front of me, and once they scan it, I know it's in the system. Sometimes I do get one if I got high value stuff on it, but once they've scanned it, I don't care. And I haven't had a problem. But yeah, in Matt and Kevin's defense, eBay is protecting our feedback during this time, so they should be giving them back their status, their seller status. Yeah. I mean, I had one sitting in Phoenix since December 10th, and I opened up when Johnny told us about the form that you could fill out. I wasn't aware of the form, and I went out and filled it out. And the very next day, that package was up and out of that post office and delivered on Christmas Eve. And that was a $50 sale I was worried about. So thanks again, Johnny. It does work. Oh, well, see, I make them do it. I stand in line just like everybody else does. And at my window where you drop stuff, it's already printed. There's a lady actually there that will scan my packages for me. But if she's not standing there, I go through the regular line and I make them scan them. And they know me, so they know that I just want to scan. Here, scan these real quick. That's all I need. And they're not that busy now like they were during Christmas, but I didn't care. I'm a customer just like anybody else. You're scanning my package. So I'm not leaving unless you do. And if you don't, then I'll go to another post office. So I got other post office options. So you need to go to another post office or make them scan them. Ask for a supervisor. Hey, y'all are having a lot of delays here. I just want my stuff scanned. I'm standing here. All you got to do is scan them. You don't got to do nothing else. I'd make them do it, Angie, if it was me. Yeah, but Nana, do you actually have them physically scan them while you're standing there? If you don't, I would. Yeah, there you go. I saw there's a lady that recognized me today that her and her husband sell, and she goes, "Hey, there's that eBay reseller," and she goes, "I said, why are you not printing your labels on your computer to save money?" She goes, "My husband doesn't want to print them on the computer." I said, "But you know how much money you're losing by not doing that?" There you go. They're good people in Wisconsin. Welcome to the show, Chuck. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, I'm not leaving any post office without you scanning my packages if I want to scan on it. I'm a customer just like they are. Yeah, I agree, Liz. I didn't even think about that aspect of it. You're right. That's why I said you people are going to have to stand up and hold eBay accountable for this because it isn't our fault that the packages aren't being delivered timely. So there you go. Shout out to Chuck. Yeah, I think eBay business is going to be busy. Hey, we understand, Johnny. You were an operations specialist. We understand. I'm kidding. Hey, Bobby, have. I'm assuming that's like a good night. If that is, good night, Laurie. And yeah, again, I'll go back to eBay for business and bug the crap out of them until they give me back my status. I got in trouble last year when I went to Hawaii. I put my store on vacation, but when I got back, I took it off vacation before I shipped the packages that had piled up while I was gone. And for 3 months, I had to contact eBay to protect my seller status for 3 months before it finally fell back into I had shipped enough because I ship about 300 a month. And I learned my lesson. Do not take it off of vacation status until you get all your packages shipped when you come back on vacation because I had to battle that for 3 months. Oh, Angie's got her feelings hurt. Chuck, you didn't say hi to her. He's upset because you're in Florida and he's in Wisconsin freezing. No, you're not snooty, Chuck. You're a good guy. There it is. Hello, Angie. Good night, Lori. Thanks for coming in. Oh yeah. No, ain't nobody gonna get my packages unless you scan them. I mean, if it's like a Saturday and there's 50 million people in line and I got 4 packages and they're not of high value, I'll take my chances and put them in the bin. But not on a normal basis when I'm carrying a bunch of packages, especially from a weekend. Coffers. Well, at least you don't want a coffin. Oh, you got to be kidding me. She didn't want to have to buy batteries. She doesn't know where Dollar Tree is if they got batteries for $1. Oh my goodness. First of all, I'm leery about sending batteries in anything that goes priority. My goodness. Some people. Man, you do a lot of how-tos there, Johnny. So let me ask you a question since I've only done it once on vacation. On the extended handling time, can you do it on all 3,500 items at once or do you don't have to do them individually, I hope? because that'll never happen for me. I won't be going on vacation. Yeah, people are weird about a lot of things. Sell them a video game and the case gets cracked and they want to return it because the case is cracked. Wait a minute, is a video game play? Oh, yeah, it plays perfect. There's so many. Yeah. The classic distractions. Switch, theft, everybody screaming about losing their time. It's quietly siphoning all the fees from dropping our status. Yeah, I agree. Ooh, a sale. Cha-ching. Let's see what we got. Another video game. Rayman Origins for Nintendo Wii. There we go. How about that? I like them video. I got plenty of video games. I'm selling them. And those sell anytime, doesn't matter. Oh, okay. So I never include batteries because a lot of times I have to clean them up and then I don't put batteries in them. I ship them without it, but I don't say they don't have batteries. I think most people would understand that, but yeah, I'm not shipping with batteries in them, especially priority mail. I'm not taking that chance. I shipped some Brute cologne the other day and it said ground only, and that thing got to California over the weekend. I was like, I know that thing didn't drive there. That thing flew. Somebody put that cologne on a plane, and I got do not ground only stickers all over it. Oh, okay. I've checked that out. Thanks, Angie. Shoot, I get mine from Dollar Tree. Right, MML? We get our batteries from Dollar Tree. Well, I guess I'm going to be watching some Johnny Cajun Roots Reseller Operations Specialist, USS Saratoga, handling time videos. How about that, Johnny? Was that a mouthful or what? Oh, now we got an argument going. MML and Angie. MML, do not unsubscribe from Angie. She's catching me. Don't unsubscribe. Sunbeam batteries. Yeah, that's right. That's right, Chuck. If I'm shipping batteries to you, they're going to be from Dollar Tree, and they're going to say Sunbeam, or in our case here, we have some that's have the Dallas Cowboys on them. And we know that they don't stay charged very long, right? I'm a Cowboy fan. But, hey, if we win next week and the Washington football team, I almost keep wanting to say Redskins, lose, we're in the playoffs. And hey, we don't get to go to Lambeau because we'd have won our division, so the wild card's going to Lambeau. And I'm assuming you're a Green Bay Packer fan, Chuck. There you go, Angie. There's your response. Oops. Like one superseded the other. Okay. Go Saints. Oh, now he's using the Cajun word go. Go Saints. Drew Brees played in my high school district, Austin Westlake High School. I guess you're supposed to ship them with the batteries and the atom and there's something. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not shipping batteries. Go Pack, go. Yep, I figured. Up there freezing your butt off in Lambeau Field. Panasonic, yeah, we have those too, Nana. Panasonic, Sunbeam. Yeah, but you better ship them before you take it on vacation because I learned my lesson the hard way last year when I went to Hawaii. Come back and I had like 28 items waiting to ship, and I took it off vacation settings, and I got dinged for 28 items late, and I had to call them for 3 months each time to give me back my percentage, and they did. This top seller status has got me worried, and like Lissa said, even more. eBay's collecting some big money off of a bunch of people that lost their status over this holiday fiasco. But we do know the new head of eBay is a Walmart guy, so I think that could tell you a lot of stuff right there. I mean, I shop there sometimes, but I'm not a major fan of how they do their people. And I'll probably get some thumbs down now. For some reason, I always do on my lives. Hey, MML, you haven't bought nothing from me lately. You need to buy some stuff so my phone will ding while I'm on the show. Yeah, it would. It would. It would. Yep. Yeah, it wasn't much fun. But I mean, I got it fixed. It just every month I had to call for 3 months. I had to call them and go, hey guys, here's the story. Here's what happened, blah, blah, blah. And they fixed it. Yeah, that's true, Chuck. That's true. Not at the checkout part of it, they don't. They got them everywhere else in the store, but not at the registers. We just opened a grocery store right across the street from me or within a couple of blocks, and they have like 16 registers, and there's people at every one of them. So guess where I get groceries? To the place that actually has people there, not you paying to scan your own stuff. It ain't Sam's Club. See, MML, somebody does like you in the back. Oh, now he's got a halo on his head. What's up with that, MML? Hey, Johnny and Chuck, did y'all hear that most of the people in this chat are late bloomers? They stay up late at night. They're night owls. I know that us guys don't do that. We just go to bed at a decent time and get our sleep, right? Because Johnny's up bright and early doing lives. And I don't know what Chuck does in his spare time, if he has any. Now, Chuck, do you still have a job outside of reselling, or do you just do reselling full time now? And Johnny, the same question for you, since I don't. You need a rich viewer like Lonnie. I don't know if he's rich anymore. He's having to pay for his health insurance now that Candace ain't working. It's past your bedtime now. Chuck, you're not as old as me. Don't be saying that. You're going to be in trouble when you're my age. Because I know Johnny ain't my age, and I know MML is not my age. I don't think anybody in this chat's older than me except for one I know of, and I'm not repeating that name. That person might get upset that they're the oldest person in the room. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they're the best at taking care of their people, and they definitely make their vendors, they squeeze their vendors for every nickel they can get out of them to put stuff on their shelves. I mean, I've dealt with Walmart a lot outside of shopping there. I used to at UPS Freight. We dealt with them a lot at their DCs, delivering to them. Want it now where they would post stuff. Shoot, yeah, I'll do something. I'd love to do something with my death pile. Hey, I appreciate you, Johnny. I really do. You're full time and don't work for anyone else. Hey, there you go. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it on MTV. Have a good night, Johnny. I appreciate you coming in, buddy. And I'm going to check out some of your how to's. Thanks again, my friend. Oh, okay. All right. So now you're just a hitman during the 9 to 5 job. And I'll probably need to hire you soon. You know where Henderson, Tennessee is? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Yes, he is. And by the way, Johnny, you got some pretty good abs there. I saw that in your video the other day. You work out pretty good there. You didn't look like that in the Navy, I'll bet. We got rain moving in for the next few days of shooting stuff. Oh, yeah, there's no doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind. Hey, and listen, in Tennessee, they got lots of woods and cats too. Well, thanks, Johnny. You can shout me out anytime you want to. I appreciate you actually did the other day, and I appreciate it. I heard you say it. It's a big one. Yeah, yeah. I got one too there, Chuck. Don't feel like the Lone Ranger. If I have a six pack, it's a six pack. It's not a six pack of abs. You got lots of knowledge there, MML. You correct my videos all the time. All right. Yeah, I probably won't be. I'm gonna get off here shortly, but have a good night. You and listen, Miss Journey and Karen can talk till 3 in the morning because y'all all still be up. Six pack to a case. Johnny just can't get out of here. He must be on the starboard side of the watch tonight because the port side's in the rack. Right, right, keg. Thanks, Angie, for coming by. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that, Lisa. I've never heard of that concept. I've only been selling on eBay since 2004. Actually, buying on eBay since '04, selling on since '05. So, but yeah, I would love to see people looking for certain things. And one of these days, I'm going to get to the death pile in my garage, but I still got to get these videos out of my way. But I'm working my way through them, so at least I've got them going, and I'm trying to list everything that I source. I'm bringing it here and listing immediately, and then going back to this. So I've got a system, and then I got to start working on the garage. I got to do it all before March or April when the yard sale season starts again, or else I'll be overwhelmed again. Right, Karen? Karen, have you sold anything today? She ain't going to bed. She's going to pick up mom. All you ladies apparently don't sleep at night. Bunch of vampires out there. MML, we don't want to be out walking around at night unless we're packing because there's a lot of vampires. I didn't realize there was so many until all these night owls are on here. Wow, that's crazy going back to Matt and Kevin. That's too bad. You had a system, but you lost it. See, that's why we love you, MML, your sense of humor. Your warped sense of humor. We love it. Right, people? That's right. I'll just answer for you. And don't forget something else coming up, folks, in about a week. Getting ready for tax time. If you made over 20 grand, you better be getting ready. I've got to get some stuff ready this week and get it to Goodwill for my donation, so I'll have another write-off. Oh, my goodness. Julian is in the house. How's them sales, Julian? Oh wow, I've never even heard of that. I must. What was in the '90s? I was only like 10, Lissa. So yeah, right. What's going on in the PA? Slow, huh? I listed a bunch of video games yesterday and today, and I've sold several video games. So those never. I don't think those ever slow down. Video games are going to be desirable. Oh, you cut it off, didn't you, MML? I got you. You better take a PayPal into account for that too, though, because that's what happened to me last year. I cut it off under 20,000 last year, and then forgot the PayPal part of it, and added 4,000 to it, and so I had to put it in my taxes. This year, though, I'm going to hit. Yeah, I didn't either until just 2 days ago. Julie and I decided to start listing again, and I worked some clothing that I had just picked up, and then I worked a bunch of video games. So I've listed like 55 the last 2 days. Video games are easy to list. And but yeah, this year I'll definitely be needing some tax write-offs because I'm going to do about 75, 80,000 sales. So I'm kind of curious as to where that's going to put me, but we'll see. There you go. Well, if you stay under the 20K, you'll be fine, MML. Gotta have 200 items and 20 grand in sales to get a 1099 from Mr. eBay. I don't know about the other platforms. Do the other platforms send you 1099 regardless of what you do, or was that just eBay? I don't know about Amazon or Poshmark or Mercari or Etsy or any of them, so I don't sell on them. I got to remember to get some stuff together for Goodwill quickly this week, don't I, Karen? Because tomorrow's the 29th. I got like 3 days to get my stuff donated, or I'm gonna be in trouble. Your secondary account just crept over 20K. I hope you just got good records. Julian said he gonna start keeping an Excel spreadsheet next year, didn't you, Julian? It's a good idea because there's a lot of write-offs. I mean, donations to a charity, Goodwill, Salvation Army, whoever you donate to, and all your mileage or your fuel and repairs and stuff. Home, of course, you already get to do that stuff, but yeah, you need all the write-offs you can get to help your cause with Mr. IRS. Yeah, yeah, it's best to keep records, have a spreadsheet or something. Hey, ¿qué dices, amigo? Luis in the house. Yeah, she's got some high dollar jewelry and stuff in her store. I saw Lonnie shut down one of his today. His garage one said they didn't need multiple stores. ¿Qué dices, amigo Luis? Thanks for coming in, man. We get a lot of support from this reseller community, don't we, folks? A lot of good people that come in here. Johnny Cajun Roots Reseller was just in here a few minutes ago, Luis. He was in here for a while sharing his knowledge. So what's going on out in Cali? I guess you guys got some storms going on, I hear. My sister lives in Cyprus, and she said it was thundering a little earlier, and her dog was afraid. So I'm assuming y'all got storms going on. We got rain moving in tomorrow. CPA said Goodwill. Oh, but they do. They do. Um, Karen is an accountant by degree, even though she owns a real estate brokerage. So yeah, they do. They do help. So no, poquito, Chuck, just a little. Espanol. I grew up in Texas, and most of the stuff that I know is not stuff that you can air on TV. I always learned the bad stuff like, quitate los pantalones, take off your pants, or asking for a beer, cerveza. Um, I can get around, but I'm not fluent in Spanish. No, of course you do. I figured you did, and mine isn't that great. But I mean, I know I can get around a little bit in it, but it's uh it's not fluent like Mr. Luis would be. No. I speak a little bit of German too, but not much. You want a pet accountant too? Wonder if Bob can pass the coursework. Well, what happens when they call him in for an audit there, MML? What's he going to do? I mean, then you're in trouble because if they don't give him a meow mix or something, then he's going to be in trouble. Yeah. Mine's a little more than that, but not much more, Lissa. Not much more. If you're being hit on or insulted or ordering drinks or finding the bathroom. uh, that's funny. That's funny. Well, I grew up in Tejas, so and my high school was very mixture of not only Hispanic and African American and white, but also military because it was a military base across the street from my high school. So I grew up with a very integrated school, and that's a good thing because you learned a lot about other cultures and not just your own, which I think is where a lot of problems we have in our country is people that have never been around people of other uh, ethnic groups to know what it's like to be in another ethnic group. Racism is ignorance, in my opinion. There you go. That's the way it is, and we all need to support each other. Yes, that's what got me in trouble last year, Julian. Is I had stayed under 20,000 on eBay, but because of the money in PayPal, that gave another $4,000 in money into my thing, and that's what got me into the 1099. I did like 24,000 in sales this year. I've like tripled that, so I'm gonna be. I know what I got to do, but yeah, PayPal is part of it. Well, I did it in school, Chuck, and I got an F in school because I didn't pay attention and learn it, but I do know how to count, and I can say a few things like "Das ist richtig," that is right, and "kaput" and all that. Sing "O Tannenbaum" and but well, you're Julian, if I'm not mistaken. Now I know your last name, and I'm not going to say it on here for privacy reasons. But are you Dominican? Because I think with the last name, it's familiar to me. I believe I'm just guessing, but I think it's Dominican. PP reports also, if I'm not wrong. Oh, Colombian. Okay, so South America, not Caribbean. That's for sure. Okay, well, they speak Spanish. All of South America speaks Spanish except for Brazil, which speaks Portuguese. Portuguese. A big part of the world speaks Spanish, actually. A big part of the world. but the dialect's a little different. Like in España, Spain, they speak different than they do in Mexico. So, but they both speak Spanish, just different slants on it. Okay, in Guyana, yeah. Yep, Portuguese. Yep, everybody else in South America and Central America speaks Spanish. No, that's the only continent I think I've never been to is South America. I went to the Panama Canal in 1979 on my way to a month off of Nicaragua when Somoza was still in power, and got to spend some time in Panama. And of course, I've been to Mexico and places, but that's the only two continents I've ever been to is Antarctica and South America. But I was close. Panama's right there. They do. They do. Portugal speaks Portuguese, but they're not in South America. I was saying in South America, Brazil speaks it, but yeah, in Portugal they do speak Portuguese. Yeah, and that's in Europe though. You speak binary. You speak a lot of things. Yeah, there was a guy that worked for me in Austin one time, and he was from, where was he from? Southern Mexico, and he spoke 7 languages. And a lot of people in Europe speak multiple languages because they're taught, besides their native, like Sweden or anywhere up in Scandinavia, they speak multiple languages, and English is one of the required languages. I think it's a good idea. I think everybody in America should learn at least 2 languages. And if it was me, I would want to learn Spanish over any other language if I lived in the United States, as I do, and was young. What the heck? Binary code. There you go. Yeah, my accent's called Texican or redneck or whatever you want to call it, even though I'm not a redneck, but I definitely speak different than people from when I lived in upstate New York. I stood out, I promise you. You texted mittens. Sarcasm. There you go. Well, and see, even up there, people from like Minnesota, they speak kind of nasally, like in North Dakota. And then people in Boston have an accent. In Long Island, they have accents. I mean, everybody's got an accent to some degree. So, Wisconsin, the nasally Wisconsin accent. It's probably from eating too many cheese curds, Chuck. Cheese curds and Milwaukee's best. Isn't that a choice of beer? Did you know Laverne and Shirley? Because they worked up there in the brewery. Shabalo. What was it? Something Incorporated or whatever it was. Man Mountain Lake will probably know the answer to that. Shabalo. Laverne and Shirley. Yeah, I mean, I think in both cases, I think that's a good thing that Spanish learn English and English learn Spanish. You're gonna live together. You should be able to speak each other's language. Both show nothing wrong with it. It definitely helps you in the job market too. The more languages you know, you're more valuable to people. I saw there's a video on YouTube of a guy that speaks fluent Chinese, and he makes videos. He's got a ton of viewers going into like Chinese restaurants, and then first talking in English, and then he starts talking Chinese to them, and he speaks better Chinese than some of them do. And it's just kind of funny to watch the reactions to this guy speaking Chinese. It's not from China. The things we do to get on YouTube, right? Charlotte was too uptight for you. You know, yeah, Laverne was a little more wide open. Yeah. Uh, Lenny and Squiggy probably gave you a hard time for messing with them, though. She has an accent. Old Milwaukee to Milwaukee. Okay, all right, I stand corrected. I'm not a big beer drinker, so I don't know a lot about that stuff. If I'm gonna have a beer, it's a Bud Light or a Corona with lime. Some people will laugh at that. So, but it's got to be cold for me. How about people say what was the most difficult thing to ship this season? The highest sale. The highest sale for me was $450 on more than one occasion. I had a couple of those. The most worthless would be something that would be low cost item. I don't know, probably a $2 or $3 item that I don't sell a lot of. But difficult, I don't know. The only things I hate shipping are the things I have to Frankenbox that are big and heavy. I mean, I spent 35 years doing it, so I'm not real. Nothing's really bad for me to pack it, but for me, it's breakables like glassware, Lissa, like real valuable, like that carousel I sold just a few weeks ago. But I had some help with that. I had Karen help me pack that. If it's real valuable, she gets the foam and stuff from like Home Depot or I think Home Depot or one of those crafting places, Hobby Lobby, and we pack it to where that thing don't move. Typical stuff I can pack pretty quick, helmets and all that kind of stuff. But as far as breakables, I would say is the stuff I take special attention to, and that's the hardest for me. You got the tongue-in-cheek joke. Hey, she's selling. She has a lot in common with you, MML. She's selling valuable stuff, coins and jewelry, and there you go. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness, I didn't know that, Julian. I'm sorry to hear that. I saw you. Is that the one that you tore up your couch to ship, and it got broke in transit, and FedEx denied your claim? Did you appeal it? I mean, UPS used to deny claims too when I worked for them, but people that fight them or appeal them sometimes can win. Have you heard back on the appeal? Because I would definitely not give up on that. I would still fight it. If you'll fight it, you may win it. That's usually what people do at UPS. They would give up after they denied the claim for improper, because they're always going to say it's improper packaging. And is that what they tried to say? Was it improper packaging? And I'm not familiar with FedEx's policies, but for UPS, I dealt with it a lot. Oh yeah, large clay pot. Yeah, that would be horrible. I wouldn't want to do that. Ship that at all. Um, some people won't haul TVs, David. David, welcome in. Some people will not haul TVs anymore, especially the old plasma TVs and stuff, because of the value. So be careful with the TV and make sure it is packaged greatly. Um, the big sale I was going to have, and Julian guessed it. Yeah, you need to appeal it, because if you don't appeal it, then they're just going to let it go. You got to appeal it and fight it, because a lot of people just give up. And I'm speaking of UPS. I can't speak from FedEx's perspective, but that's typical. When I was in sales with UPS, people would they cover up to $100 unless you buy additional insurance automatically. And the way that works is they would sometimes big companies that we would call on, they would have people. UPS has people that go in and audit your product and tell you how it should be packaged, and then you follow those procedures, and then it would be protected. And then even though it was, they would still deny claims on them. They do that all the time, so you really need to appeal it. Just appeal through FedEx and appeal that process, because if you've got pictures and you've got a video showing how you package it and everything, you should win that appeal. I wouldn't give up on it too easy. Yeah, a big clay pot, I wouldn't even want to ship that because they're just so fragile. But I hope it makes it, or I hope it did make it. The best seller, Dancing Pizza Man. I've never seen a dancing pizza man. Okay. And again, I'm retired UPS, but not from the small pack, from the freight division. But I do know I interacted a lot with them. I wouldn't let it go, Julian. I'd still appeal it. You can go higher up. I would do it because a lot of like I said, that's just what they do. They'll say something and then they'll appeal, they'll deny it, and you gotta keep fighting it. Yeah, yeah. You need to have that video available and show what you did and how you packaged it and stuff. Oh, a 9-inch TV? That's not. Yeah, you're not gonna have a problem with that one. Yeah, yeah. If you have all that stuff Liz is talking about, you can win that fight. You just can't give it up. Yeah, that I bought an $8 lamp at a yard sale. It was an antler lamp, and I sold it for $75 to somebody in Canada. And it got to Kentucky through the GSP, and they wouldn't ship it because they thought it was real. It was a resin antler lamp, but they thought it was a real one, so a taxidermy law was in effect, and they wouldn't let it go into Canada. But I got my money back, and the buyer got his money back, but they just dumped it. Oh wow, I haven't seen an old Zenith TV since I was a kid. I remember Zenith was like the last U.S. company to go out of business and quit making them in the U.S. Yeah, yeah, I would definitely appeal that, Julian. So don't give up. Let us know how that goes too. Keep us posted. I didn't know that happened. Um, but UPS was famous for it. They would always, every time a customer would say, "Hey, your small package department denied my claim," well, get a hold of your sales rep. Everybody, I mean, of course, we're not companies, so we don't have sales reps calling on them like big companies do. But hey, get a hold of your sales rep and appeal it. And if they did enough business, $100 claim wasn't going to be nothing. The only thing that UPS has in a rule on the freight side is if it's like used machinery or something, the declared value in the tariff of the law is 10 cents on the dollar. So they wouldn't pay you more than 10 cents. So if it was a piece of machinery that was worth $5,000 and it got damaged or lost, and it was worth $5,000, you were getting 10 cents on the dollar for that piece of machinery, and it's in the fine print of the tariff. So if you're a company, you need to know that stuff, but individual resellers, we don't, because we don't ship that kind of stuff regularly. Yeah, yeah, he tore his couch up to ship that big ship. Wow, that's too bad, Julian. You spent a lot of effort and time putting that thing in that. Did they damage it really bad? How bad was the damage? Did you get it back? I'm really sorry that happened to you, Julian. I know that stinks when you have a big sale like that. I always get a little antsy when I ship something that's worth $300-400, just because I want to make sure it's going to get there and no issue. I just sold a scale and a printer for 400 and no for $339, and I had FedEx deliver it, and it took them 3 days, but they delivered it during this Christmas thing, and I ain't heard a peep from the guy, so I'm assuming everything went okay. And I think he actually is using it in his business because it looked like he had a store. But I worried about it because it's heavy, and I thought, man, I hope they're not throwing that box around and tearing that up. But you can bet I'd have filed a claim if they had. Oh, okay, okay, man, I'm so sorry about that. MML, you always jump in at the right time with that stuff. Titanic. Well, now, if there's a nude picture on the bottom where that boat is, you might want to go get it. And the, what was that diamond or that heart thing she had on her neck? That's funny. It's a submarine. Oh, MML, MML. That's why we love you, MML. You and Chuck got the sarcastic humor. Although, Chuck, you don't say a whole lot of sarcasm that I catch, unless I miss it. Oh, so the customer has it. Okay. Well, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I would appeal it, and then if you have to pay the customer back, I would try to work out something where it's, you give him a little bit of the money back, but not a great amount if he's going to keep it. I mean, was he really going to put it on the water, or was he going to just show it as a model? I don't know. Red October model. That's a Russian sub. MML. Radco Paper Mache Snowman, and it was going to California. Make sure that nose doesn't break off. Now she's the one freaking. It's been 10 days. Oh my goodness. Does it show where it is, Lisa? Is it en route? Does it show it? No, I don't have any complaints, David. I ship about 300 a month, and I've had a pretty good month. But I had some issues, and one of the things that Cajun Roots reseller Johnny said, you can go on USPS.com and do a lost claim form. And I had one that were Funko Pops sitting in Phoenix, Arizona since December 10th. And I did, like the 22nd, I finally did a lost claim form. And the next day, those things started moving again because they went and looked for it. So you can do that, but I've been lucky. I do have a couple things still hanging out there, but I have not been contacted by anybody other than back in November. I had one, and the guy got it finally just a few days ago after over a month. Yeah, we're still here. We're talking about claims and oh my goodness. Listen, go on to USPS.com and fill out the lost claim form, and I guarantee they'll do a search and it'll start moving. That's what I would do, and I didn't even know about that until Johnny said something about it. Oh, wow. I did that one time, Julian, with a pair of Levi 501 selvage jeans that were brand new with tags. I put them online for I paid $10 at a yard sale for two pair. One went out of the country and one went to California. And I put them on there for $55, and within 2 minutes they sold. And then the second pair sold almost immediately too. And I thought, wow, I did good. And then somebody on eBay sent me a message and said, those were salvage. You just messed up. So I canceled the bid on the first one, even though I didn't really want to do it, because I feel like once I've sold it, I've sold it. As soon as I cancel it, the buyer sends me a message and goes, why'd you cancel? And I said, because you and I both know those were salvage. He goes, all right, I'll offer you $300 for them now. I was like, what? And I know that they were worth more than that, but because I felt guilty, I went ahead and sold them for $300. I paid 10 for them. But sometimes I have sold stuff, some banned NBA or Russell Westbrook shoes I had one time. Same thing. I've had them. I paid 120, listed them within 10 minutes. I got an offer of I was asking like $300, and I got an offer for $450, and I sold them. And then I regretted it afterwards because I knew they had more value. So you live and learn. Yeah, I had a problem with something in Cleveland too. Wow. Yeah, on low ticket items, MML, I'll just give them their money back. I had one on Mary Kay the other day. She said it was dried out. It was brand new in the box, and she said it was dried out and unusable. So I just refunded her money immediately and apologized, and she left me a negative. I'm like, dang, lady, it was new in the box. What am I going to do about it? I don't test the makeup. Then it wouldn't be new in the box. Waiting for the long potty break. Wow. Boy, the direction this goes. Yeah, you live and learn. There's things you'll learn. The longer you do it, you'll never be surprised by stuff that's yeah, most of the stuff I've got missing is under $15 now. All the big ticket items have delivered. But I opened one on a buyer today, so I mean it's supposed to have been here. It shows it shipped on the 14th of December and it's still not here. And it doesn't even show it's left the origin in Florida. And I contacted him once and he said, well, post office is all messed up. And I said, I understand, I'm a seller. And yeah, she's back from her long potty break, Chuck. And so finally today I opened the case because I'm going to give him the extra 10 days. I don't care, but I got to see it moving. I got to have him do something on his end. Oh, okay. I didn't know that, MML. I didn't think I could because I refunded her money immediately. Julian is new to YouTube. I know that. I don't know how long he's been selling. Julian, can you answer that question for her? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's why I like to do my labels one at a time so I don't cross sticker them. I have done it in my past, and I've seen it done in the freight business by customers a million times. But yeah, that's why I do my labels one at a time. I watch some of these guys and they just print out rollover printer labels full of stuff, and I'm like, nah, not me. You're taking a chance that you're going to cross deliver some stuff. Oh my goodness, somebody got the feelings hurt. Y'all better say hi to Chuck. See, Angie, if you lose a subscriber tonight, it's Chuck. I'm kidding. Yeah, I used to do partial refunds too, and now I don't do it anymore. I just say return the item. And a lot of times they won't even return it, but they're trying to get extra money out of you. I mean, I weigh each situation. Um, yeah, I will. Thanks, MML. I will on that one. I mean, it only bothered me because it was new in the box, and I couldn't tell, and I can't test it, or it won't be new based on guilt. I'm not touching that one. Um, but yeah, I will call eBay for support or on Facebook because I did refund the lady immediately. I apologized and refunded the money, and then she still left me a negative. So we'll see if they do anything about it. You never unsub Angie? I was just kidding anyway. I knew you wouldn't. Angie's nice people. Angie's nice people. She might unsub me. Oh, it's funny. It's funny. Oh, man. Yeah, Angie, while you were gone, we got on the subject of the hardest thing to ship this season or this year and the biggest ticket item, and then I guess the worst item to ship, which was what we just talked about. And I didn't know this, but you missed it. Julian, that ship that he tore up his couch to ship, got damaged by FedEx, and they've denied his claim. So we were telling him to go out and appeal the claim. She tried to say she loves the ring, but the stone is a little loose. No, it wasn't. Too much to take a jeweler. Now I wonder what I might get back. Yeah, I actually invested in some black light stuff and some markers and some dollar bill markers just a week ago, and I've got them all in. So when I start sending out high ticket items, I'm going to start marking them with a black light marker. So if I get them back and they're not marked, I'll know it wasn't mine. Music industry. My brother was in the music industry. He was a lead singer in a band in Austin, Texas for years. It was heavy metal music. But so did you play an instrument, or were you the lead singer, or what did you have? What did you? What kind of music was it there, Julian? If you don't mind asking. Yeah, Lonnie's new video, his eBay store, he shut it down. MML. He only had about 5 items in it. He didn't have much in it. I love how some of these guys post stuff. Like he said, we decided to close our eBay store to get you to watch it, but I knew what he was saying. He was closing one of the 3 stores he has, and it was the small store. So sometimes the play on words is just to get you to watch. But I did. Yeah. I've done it on small ticket items, on some. It just depends. If it's something that I think that it is questionable on my end, I'll do it. If it's not, I won't. You can play the spoons. That's funny. Well, Julian, I hope you're getting your mental health a lot better. I know you mentioned it in one of your videos recently, and I'm sorry that you have to deal with that. But oh, okay, hip hop. Okay, all right. Lil Wayne, I'm familiar with that name. Nas, Rick Ross, I don't know. Oh, yeah, I know some. Yeah, I mean, I'm more into the classic R&B, the Stylistics, Drifters, Barry White, Al Green, that kind of stuff. Going back, um, Blue Magic, Sideshow, that kind of stuff. I know a lot about music, but more, I would say, mid '80s backwards is more my speed. But I do know about hip hop. Yeah, I mean, I have 3 daughters too, so um, yeah, that would be cool. But I'm sure, like anything else, it's got stress with it. Yep. Oh wow. Okay. Good to know. Prong. Not prawn. That'd be a shrimp there, MML. Prong, prawn. Oh, I'm sitting here thinking, I think I have a Little Wayne T-shirt in my eBay store. I know I have some others. I've had some other record label ones. Oh, what's the one I have that I have views on or watchers on it all the time, but nobody wants to pay? Some Death Row and stuff like that. New edition. Yeah, they're a little newer than the ones I was mentioning for sure, but I know who they are. Oh, there you go, Julian. You got you a subscriber. Thanks, David. Oh, there you go. Thanks, David. Yeah, I know. I'm getting ready to cut off. I've been on here 2 hours. I appreciate everybody coming in and chatting and having fun. We always seem to have fun when we do these. I need to do them more often. Angie's wanting to do some, and we need to do some together. If she'll tell me when, she keeps putting it on me, and I keep putting it on her. So she's too busy with Jeff on eBay Addicts and the big guys than to mess around with us little guys, us little fish. except when she wants to eat rotten food. Was the prize manager ordering and arranging promotions? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Karen, we're in a fantasy playoffs. I think Karen's in a consolation game, and she's got more points than anybody else in the league, almost 200 points this week. She could have played anybody in the league and beat them this week. So there you go. I lost. So I'm ended up in fourth place, which is fine because that's where I was when I entered the playoffs. So I think her son might be the one winning it. Oh, that's true. I was, wasn't I? I conveniently forgot about that. You two are like, no, you do it. No, you do it. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, but I never know. See, I don't have a job like she does during the day. I do whatever I want when I want. So the only time I prefer to do lives is during the weeknights because on weekends I'm usually busy, but or weekends, but not. Shoot, I still have all my 45s and records from when I was a kid, including the original Jackson 5. I'll be there. Um, the Osmonds, Puppy Love, and they called it Puppy Love. Oh, okay. You don't want to hear Donny Osmond sing. You watch WKRP in Cincinnati. You probably watch Cheers too, MML. Yep, you're big time. You're gonna catch me in subs here soon, there, Miss Angie. What are you up to now? Well, let's just see. I know I ain't gained any since I've been on this chat. I don't seem to gain subs when I get in these chats. Other people's chats, maybe. I'm at 558, and Angie has a 602. How'd you get to 602, Angie? I'm kidding. 516. 516. That's good, though. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I'll probably get the hours before I get the subs. So, like I said, I'm sitting at 558. I'm still 432 away. That's a long road. But I'm a little over 500 hours from 4,000. I'd like to get there. First dinosaur saddle. Actually, I have a grandson that's 11. Can tell you any period of dinosaur, what the dinosaur was, whether he's a carnivore or, I mean, man, it's crazy. You outlasted them, so you ate them all, Nana. Because my kids don't want to do them. A couple of them have tried it, but not too many. Hey, it is a big deal. How long you been doing YouTube, Chuck? I mean, I've been doing it 9 months, and I'm at 500 and something. So, and I heard Kevin Conwell said it took him 5 months to get to 1,000, and he did them every day. But I do them every day too, so his are just better than mine, I guess. Yep, that is true on radio. You do. Warren, Ohio. There you go. Yeah. And I won too, Nana, as you know. I beat somebody that follows my channel. Yeah, yeah, it's a great community, especially the smaller channel community. There's a lot of people that support each other, and that's good. But it is a long haul, and it can get a little depressing at times to do it. Okay, there you go. All right, yeah, just keep going, Chuck. That's all you got to do. Just keep going and join lives like you're doing, and people will shout you out. And if a big channel gets you one or two times, that'll help you boost you some too, and then you'll lose a few, and it's they quit after the first two. It was a brontosaurus. I do know about the Sinclair sign. That was one of my favorite places that had a Sinclair on the sign and then a big one out in front of it. Oh yeah, homeschool. Well, I mean, it helps to have your dad with two channels, but they're good kids, so it's awesome that he's helping them. That and Barney. I don't think Barney ever had gasoline though. Yeah, yeah, you didn't like spoiled milk. You didn't like Barf or all them other ones. You got all the easy ones in the beginning. I had all the hard ones. You spun the wheel. I didn't. People were like, "It's cheating." Well, she's spinning it, not me. Did you really start the same time as Matt? Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's me too. I got a question on a cancellation. Sold a ball cap today and the bill was broken on it, and it was a U size and he wanted an adult, so he canceled it. But I contacted him and let him know the bill was broke. And so I always try to be honest so I don't get in trouble later. I shared mine. I actually lost on a couple of pair of Russell Westbrook shoes this year, like over $100. But I made so much off of a couple other pair of his out of that deal that I ended up like 300 profit off of like 500 pairs or five pair of shoes, not 500. Yeah, that's a good one there. My biggest sale has been 450, I think. I didn't sell the Kevin Durant thing there, Juliet, and you were right on that, right on the money. You've been looking at my stuff in my store. I bought a Kevin Durant autograph frame jersey for $90 from a lady that won it in a raffle. She's an elderly lady, and it sells brand new with certificate of authenticity for 1,100. And somebody offered me 800 for it, and I thought about it, and I told them that I would send it to them, but I would have to take about 3 days to do it because I wanted to repack it so the glass wouldn't get broke. And I said I'll get back to you. And then I said I wanted 850 instead of 800, but I also said I wanted to do signature required because I wasn't going to send anything that worth that much money without a signature. He said he'd get back to me, and he never did. So I'm assuming it might have been somebody trying to scam me to get it and then say they didn't get it. So if it's over $100, I mean, much over $100, I'm paying for signature required on anything, especially something that's worth a lot of money. So that's just me. Yeah, I think she just hit 5,000. Yep. Yep. She's definitely getting big. The one that blew up, I think the biggest this year is Harry Tornadoes. He blew up fast and large. Definitely. Of all the channels I've seen. Yeah. Yeah. She did. Yep. She sure don't. She got her hands in a lot of stuff too. A lot of stuff. You young people can do that. I work a lot of hours, but I'm doing one platform. Yeah, I sold a $150 video game to somebody in Manhattan, and I actually went out and looked up the address on a real estate site, and it was an $8 million apartment. And I was like, okay, if they can afford an $8 million apartment, and I realize that's not a lot of money in New York City, but if they can afford an $8 million apartment, they can afford because they had zero feedback, and it was like I said, a $150 video game. They could afford a $150 video game. Yeah, yeah. Sometimes people don't read them, Nana, and if I see an issue with it, and it was in the listing, but sometimes people don't read it, and I wanted to make sure that you knew about it before I shipped it. I do that to everybody. I'd rather get it right the first time than have to get a return and lose all that too. I've never watched Joey Bada Bing. I seen him on one of the lives, but I haven't watched him. Once I think I saw him. Yeah, we try to be, and yeah, you're right. Um, the year before I left UPS Freight, I was in the top 3% in the country in sales, won the gold award. But the next year, I was going to be fighting to make those numbers. So it's all about what have you done for me today, not what you did last year when you were so great. So I was tired of it. And then when they made the early offer to get out and take my pension early, I jumped, especially when there was a big bonus involved. But yeah, you gotta love doing them too, and love teaching and entertaining and all that, and I do that. Um, so um, we support you, Julian, and each other, and I definitely enjoy the fact that people that don't know me, that don't watch my videos every day, when I go into their lives, they're friendly and receptive, and that I like. So, and some people, this is their outlet for connecting to other people too. Who else sits on their porch in Cleveland or out in Canton and watches our channels for hours in the freezing cold? Our friend Lissa does. Right, Lissa? Yeah. And to teach, I love teaching, and none of us know everything. But what I do know, I love to share. And I get a little grief from some of the people locally, like, why do you tell people where you go get that stuff? I'm like, not everybody who watches my channel lives here. Think I'm going to give everything away? I'm not giving everything away. Lonnie doesn't give away his guy, and I've got a person that I get stuff from that I'm not giving away. But the normal stuff, everybody knows where the Goodwills are and stuff. Your massive ego. That's funny, MML. But yeah, MML, we love you and we love your videos too. So you put them out. That's right. And if I would focus more on selling, I'd have more sales too. YouTube is actually taken away from a little bit of that. But I also see where some people have blown up to the point where they care more about YouTube than they do reselling and teaching about it or making their money off of eBay. And that's fine if it works for them, if that's what they want to do. And some of them are really good at it. So if that's what you want to do, but I want to do both. But I do believe that if I just did eBay, I would make more sales than doing YouTube too, because it does take time. There you go. That's all. That's all that matters to me. Oh, that's Mickey Gilly. Never mind. Yeah, not everybody. Some of the people we've mentioned tonight here, y'all were talking about somebody a while ago. I don't follow that person very much. I think they know what they're doing, but it's just not my taste. So, but I'm not going to say nothing negative about them. Some people like some of the people we like, and some people don't, and that's to each their own. Yeah, and they do. I mean, you go on Victoria's or Nanatinks or Angie's or they make you feel. Yeah, yeah. Well, they gave it wasn't just me; it was everybody over 55 that was in my field and a few other fields. They were trying to dwindle it down. And what's funny about it, MML, is they had rehired somebody else to take our places. The difference was they had to pay them less salary because they were right out of college, and I had 35 years experience. So guess what? I'm making double what they started them at. So they were getting rid of those salaries, is what they were doing. So it was worth giving me almost a year's salary to leave early, and I'll take it. And I did. Yeah, I mean, again, I don't. There's some of the people that y'all watch that I don't watch, don't care for that much, and there's some people that I love that y'all may not care for. So it's just in who you like to watch and who you think you learn from and to entertains you, um, for whatever reason. But I'm not going to sit here and badmouth any of them, because they all have a place in this community, and I'm going to support anybody that's doing it. But I do believe that the smaller channels support each other better. There you go. And I knew that. I knew that. You've said that many times too. And I'm glad, Lisa, and I appreciate you being a part of it. But then you go away for 2 or 3 days and don't comment on my videos and hurt my feelings. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's true. I resemble that remark very much, Chuck. A legend in my own mind. Oh, your mind, I mean. See? What does MML say? He says, "What's up, Chuck?" Right, MML? Tanya's in here? Tanya? Delta Dawn, get your. Oh, never mind. That's the wrong Tanya. Never mind. See, and that's the other thing you get. That's right, Julian. You get to be with your family. You can work your own schedule, and as long as you're supporting the family, that's all that matters. You don't have to make a ton of money. I mean, just whatever works for you, and you can take your kids to school, pick them up, all that kind of stuff, and that quality time. Because I raised three daughters by myself, and the one thing I am first and foremost is a father. And you only get your kids once, and when they're grown and gone, and it flies by faster than you'll ever know. Even though they're still here, but they get their own families, and you see them a little less and less. Don't miss the children, because that goes by quick. And the one thing I ask out of my, I've always said is, whatever I have been in my life, the one thing I want out of this life is when I die and my kids are standing there, that they say that man was always there for me. And if they do that, then I know my life's been fulfilled. That's all I ask. And I know I was there for them, and I still am. Yeah. And I didn't get married till I was 27, so I did a lot of that stuff there, Julian, in my 20s. So I know that life, and it isn't always a fun life, although you were working, but I do know it, what you're talking about. Yes. And my mom did too. My mom worked, and, we saw her at night. But, and my kids, I mean, I worked a lot of hours for UPS, and I was a manager, so I had to. But still, I spent my weekends with my kids and nights with my kids, and I didn't go out and party and do all that stuff as a single parent. I didn't even date, when they were growing up. Ozzy Osbourne. There's a party guy, and you can tell now too. Yeah, And you're gone because tournaments are 4 days long. We never think that about you. You're not. You're not. And I would never think that, Lissa, so don't think that. That's correct. I agree. I agree, Julian. Tanya Tucker. Her and Glenn Campbell. Who you calling Cookie Pie? Oh. Uh-oh. Hey, Lissa don't live far from Wisconsin or Tennessee, y'all. Yes. Yeah. You know, like I said, you only get them once, and when they're gone, they're gone. So enjoy them. And like I said, it's not that you don't see them after they're gone. And sometimes you get to see them more than they come home. For whatever they go and do, they come home. But eventually they're going to have kids and families, and you're going to see them less and less. And enjoy them because life they do grow up very fast. And it seems like yesterday I was 24, and now I'm almost 62. So it flies by. Enjoy your life. Don't let things bother you. You got to let them go. I mean, I had an $850 bill this weekend over a car that started sputtering once I left the post office, and I didn't want to pay $850 to repair a car, but guess what? It's something you got to do, and you just got to let it go. It's already gone. It happened. You got to move on, and that's how you got to look at life. If you don't, life will eat you. It's not easy. Things are going to happen. No, no one's a stalker here but Angie and MML. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No Instagram. See, MML, they're all laughing at you. You need to do more videos. Oh, Instagram pictures. Your car gave my truck gremlins. Oh, you had problems since I did? Mine turned out to be a coil, and then they replaced the spark plugs, and then I went ahead and had them do the fuel injection too while I was sitting there. But they wanted to do all 6 coils, and that was going to be $2,400. And there was only one bad. He goes, yeah, but the rest of them they'll start going too. I was like, well, you're gonna fix one right now. I'm not doing $800. I mean, $2,400 all at once. Plus, I would have lost my car for till tomorrow, and I couldn't go without a car for several days. I got to go to the post office, or else chase my postal man down at the curb. So, oh yeah, yeah, it flies. It flies. Like I said, I didn't get married. I was 26 when I got married, 27 when I had my first kid. So my kids are all grown. They're between 27 and 34, and it flies by. It flies by. So 20 and 23 this coming Saturday. My youngest will be 28 in January, or yeah, January. Oh wow. Do you have a backup vehicle, MML, or you just have one, that truck? Well, I mean, they're my blood, and I was raised by a single mother, Alyssa, so I appreciate everything she did for us, and we didn't have a lot. Not like my kids. My kids had more because I made good money, but my My mom didn't, and she raised us. So, and she had all boys. Hey, you sure have. You got a pretty good separation there, Chuck. My oldest two are 2 years apart, and then Sarah came. Um, let's see, like 5 or 6 years later. So 5 years later. Oh, okay. January 2nd. Man. Yeah. 29. Like I said, mine are 27 to 34. So, but they do grow up quickly and they're gone. I know Karen had a hard time when her son moved out of the house, didn't you, Karen? Crooked tail. One of them. Oh, okay. All right. I have a pickup truck too, a Nissan, but my daughter's driving it right now. Hers broke down, so she's got my truck. Oh wow. Yeah, that can be definitely. And I didn't know I had three older sisters until about 5 years ago when I did my DNA, and they're older. They're all older than me. So, but I didn't grow up with them. Would have been different growing up with a bunch of girls in the house. Yeah, and I've had that happen too, Angie. I've had my kids come and go. So, yeah, that is a huge spread. Yeah. And my youngest brother is, I think he's about 7 years younger than me. So, I like the space. Yeah, Karen had a hard time. She had one son, and he's got his own baby now. And Karen watches that grandbaby. That's her first grandbaby, and she watches it daily. Harper, and but she had a real hard time when Garrett moved out because that was her only son. So, yeah, my mom would have never made me leave. My mom loved me being at home. When I come out of the Navy, I stayed home for about 6 months, and then I left. But she did not want me to leave. But you can't stay home forever. A very young 20. You mean not ready to be out on her own? I mean, some people move out when they're 18 and they do well and they live on their own and grow up and live through everything. And then some people can't, they just, they don't know enough or even man, I have a hard time believing that. Oh, wow. I had all girls and my mom had all boys. I'd rather have all girls than all boys. I'll just be honest with you. Girls are easier to me until they get about 14 when boys come into the picture. And that's, man, wow. See, I went in the Navy, so that's what made me leave the house. And my mom didn't even want me to go in the military. Uh, yeah, you gotta teach them and help them, Julian. And I mean, we're not gonna be here. I tell my youngest all the time, even though she's out on her own, I tell her all the time, what's gonna happen when I go? What are you gonna do? Because you're gonna have to figure it out. You're gonna have to stand on your own 2 feet when you're gone. When I'm gone, I mean, because I can't be here for you all the time. And they will because they have no choice. Yeah. Yeah, and what's funny is mine was really good. My youngest, she's really good at school. But she common sense. Sometimes I just shake my head. I'm just like, really? But she's getting better. She's getting better. I mean, she's a mother and she's getting better. So she, one of these days I won't be here. So she's going to have to figure it all out. And she appreciates me, but they all do. Uh-oh. There was a noise in another room, and I don't have my gun near me. If somebody picks their head back there and it's not one of the aliens or JT, y'all yell at me or text me in the thing. So I don't have a gun in here. And I do have a bunch of them. But they better be ready to wrestle. Like MML? Yeah, and I will too, Angie. My mom lived with me for a little while when I was living in Arizona, and then when I came back here, she does it now. But when she when she passes, I will be devastated. I've never lost anybody that close to me. So, come on now, you ghosts in Bobby's house. You know there are people that believe there are ghosts in my house, right, Karen? And no dates or anything, right, Julian? Not till she's 39. I used to tell mine that all the time too. No, I do. I keep one in my car and I keep one next to my bed in a gun safe, and then I have a big gun safe where my big guns are. But I mean, I've got a lot of other things near me. I mean, I can always break out the. Hey, did you hear about that YouTube reseller that shed flip knife? News at 9. Lonnie will quit selling them. It's the law in Texas. And we got some pretty open gun laws here too. You can carry one in public. You don't even have to have a permit. Nothing. Yeah. That's easier said than done. That's easier said than done when they come sniffing around. Yep. No, they're not flickering on and off. Ain't no ghosts. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Yeah, that could be MML. It could be. It was something in the eBay room though. Yeah, JT will be about as good as my dogs. Yeah, that could be, Chuck. I don't know. That could be. But yeah, my dogs are afraid of cats, so they wouldn't be no help other than barking. Oh, there you go. All of mine are under lock and key. I don't. Yeah, you can't shoot a gun. That's true. And JT can't shoot a gun. So there are actually dry counties in Texas. MML. There are dry counties in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex area that you can't buy liquor at all. The Baptists have controlled that. Oh wow. You'd misplace your gun. Free 45 with a case of Jack. Hey, if that was the case, I'd be buying a lot of Jack because I got a 45. Too funny. Yeah, I own a lot of the big rifles that people think should be outlawed. So, but I don't shoot them. I just have them. Well, we're close. We're approaching 3 hours, folks. I love everybody being here. I'm gonna shut this thing down if y'all don't mind. It's 10:40. I know all the gentlemen in the room have to go to bed and get their beauty sleep, but the women are going to stay up till the wee hours of the morning like they seem to do because they're all night owls. But that's okay if that's what you want to do. But us men need our beauty sleep, right? Right, gentlemen? So just like the Waltons. Good night, John Boy. Good night, Mary Ellen. Good night, Lissa, Julian. A bottle of Jack and a single barrel. So you're ready. Yeah, it's usually the Baptist. Nothing against Baptists. I'm just saying that just, you know, they usually keep those liquor laws done. Good night, Julian. Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate you, man. Let me know how you do on that FedEx claim too. I'm curious. No, I got to go. Well, first I'm gonna go find out what's going on. Yes, us women have our Mary Kay. Now MML and I have Mary Kay too, right? MML, we wear a lot of foundation and moisturizers. MML wears the lip plumper too, though, but I don't wear that because I don't like my lip burning. I don't want my lips all puffed up. Well, good night, everybody. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you as always. Let the videos run and let me know when you pop out a video. I want to watch it. Yeah, Jack ain't fancy, that's for sure. But I do like it, but it's got to have Coke in it. I don't like straight whiskey at all. So I guess I'm a little wuss when it comes to that stuff. Plus, I don't like feeling sick. Who likes the bed spins? Not me. Hey, good night, Luis. Thanks for coming in, buddy. Thanks, David. Appreciate you guys, man. I appreciate you a lot. Yeah, don't be a stranger. Thank you, guys. Have a good night. Bed spins. That's right, Heidi. Bed spins.